Hanukkah Bear by Eric A. Kimmel, illustrated by Mike Wanuka. Hanukkah Bear. If you're not sure what Hanukkah is, or maybe you've heard of the word and just aren't very familiar with it, it's the Jewish festival of lights, and it lasts for 8 days. It begins either the end of November or sometime in December. A Jewish person is someone who practices the religion called Judaism. It's one of the world's oldest religions, and it originated in Israel. Here's a map of the whole world. You can see where USA is. And right here in red is the tiny country of Israel. And this lesson is not to teach you about religion, but just to give you some familiarity with some of the things that you might see and hear about in December about Hanukkah. Old Bear woke up from his winter sleep. He poked his nose outside his den. Oh, what was that? Something to eat? Old Bear's empty stomach rumbled. He shook himself all over, then lumbered out of his den to follow the delicious smell. Baba Branya took the last potato latke from the pan and put it in the oven with the others. Baba Branya was 97 years old and did not hear or see as well as she used to. But she still made the best potato latkes in the village. Every year at Hanukkah time, all her friends came to her house on the edge of the forest. How they loved those latkes! Baba Branya always made plenty. But tonight, she made twice as many as usual. Tonight was special. Tonight, the rabbi was coming. Bubba is the Hebrew word for little doll and an affectionate term for a small grandmother. And Hebrew is the official language in Israel. And here we have pictures of potato latkes. They're small, crispy pancakes, and they're usually made with grated potatoes. They're served with applesauce or jam or sour cream during Hanukkah. And here we have a picture of a Jewish teacher called a rabbi. And I have a clip art picture and a real photograph because the clip art picture might help you understand what's going on in the story. So remember that picture. Baba Branya hurried to get ready. Just then she heard a thump on the door. She opened it. Rabbi, you're here early. How nice to see you. Grumble, growled Old Bear. Happy Hanukkah to you too. Please come in. Old Bear walked into the house. I'll take your coat, Rabbi. My, how thick it is. Baba Branya tugged at Old Bear's fur. Old Bear roared. Rawr. Oh, you want to keep your coat on? Well, that's all right. It is chilly in here. Old Bear's nose twitched. Oh, thank you, Rabbi. How kind of you to say that. The latkes will taste even better than they smell. Old Bear followed his nose to the oven. Rabbi, I'm surprised at you. You know we don't eat until we light the menorah. That's all right. I know you were teasing. I'll light the candles. Will you say the blessings? A menorah is a special candelabrum or candle holder with 9 candles. And on each day of Hanukkah, an additional candle is lit. The 9th candle is called the shamash or the shamas. This candle is generally in the middle and it's set higher from the other 8 candles. Baba Branya struck a match and lit the shamus candle. Then she lit the one for the first night. Old Bear muttered and growled, who has kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Oh, Rabbi, you say the blessing so beautifully. Baba Branya sat down at the table. Old Bear sat beside her. Let's play dreidel. We'll use these nuts. Old Bear cracked one with his teeth. Crunch. Rabbi, you won't have any nuts for the game if you eat them. Growled the bear. Don't worry, I have plenty of nuts if you need more. Baba Branya spun the dreidel. It stopped on the letter Gimel. I win! Baba Branya swept the nuts into her apron. Roar! Old Bear roared. A dreidel is a four-sided spinning top made of wood, plastic, or clay. And to play, you need something to use as tokens. People traditionally use chocolate-covered coins called gelt, but you could use nuts, marbles, marshmallows, pennies, scraps of paper, anything. And it's traditionally played on Hanukkah. The markings that you see on each side of the dreidel are four letters of the Hebrew alphabet: Nun, Gimel, He, and Shin. And together they translate to a great miracle happened there. And when you spin the top, if you land on a certain letter, it means that you either get some of the tokens or you have to put some back. And if you want to learn how to play dreidel, there are a lot of good YouTube videos that you can check out. Don't be angry, Rabbi. It's only a game. She tossed him a nut, and Old Bear begged for more. No, Rabbi, no more nuts. It's time for dinner. Baba Branya opened the oven door and took out a platter piled high with steaming potato latkes. Old Bear sniffed the latkes as she set them on the table. Do you prefer sour cream or jam? Baba Branya asked. Old Bear growled. Jam, I thought so. Baba Branya smeared 5 big latkes with jam and stacked them on Old Bear's plate. Old Bear gobbled them down. Baba Branya laughed. You should use a fork. You have jam all over your beard. She wet a towel and wiped Old Bear's face. I must tell you, Rabbi, you eat like a bear. I'm hungry like a bear, so I eat like one. I can see that, Baba Branya said. Old Bear ate and ate until the latkes were gone. He felt drowsy. His head flopped on Baba Branya's lap. Rabbi, you're sleepy. Who wouldn't be sleepy after such a meal? All the latkes are gone. It's time to go home. But before you leave, I have a Hanukkah present for you. Baba Branya took a red scarf from her knitting basket. She wrapped it around Old Bear's neck. I made it myself. Grrr. Old Bear licked Baba Branya's face. Baba Branya blushed. Oh, Rabbi, at my age. Old Bear shuffled to the door. Rumph. He growled as he walked off into the night. Good night to you too, Rabbi. Happy Hanukkah. Uh-oh. Baba Branya was washing dishes when she heard another knock. I wonder who that is. Shalom, Baba Branya. All her friends stood at the door, wishing her a happy Hanukkah. Oh, shalom, everybody, Baba Branya said. How nice to see you. I'm sorry I don't have any more latkes. The rabbi came by. He ate them all. Shalom is a word that is used by Jewish people to mean peace. And they would say it either when they meet you or when they're leaving. So, shalom. Baba Branya, don't you recognize me? It was the rabbi. Ah. Kind of bears a strange resemblance to someone else in this story, doesn't he? The rabbi couldn't have eaten your latkes, everyone said. He's been with us in the synagogue. Baba Branya rubbed her forehead. Something strange is happening. Rabbi, I think there is an impostor going around. He looks like you. He talks like you. He even has your beard. A synagogue is a building where a Jewish assembly meets for religious worship and instruction. And the buildings can look all different. Some of them are very fancy, others you might never know that they were a synagogue. Just then the children cried, "Look at the floor! Bear tracks!" A bear? And I thought it was the rabbi. Papa Branya had to sit down. Soon she began to giggle. That was a very clever bear. Or a very foolish Baba Branya. Ah, well, let the bear have a happy Hanukkah. I had a happy Hanukkah too, and so will you, dear friends. Bring some potatoes from the cellar. Fetch my grater and bowl. Everybody has to help. You too, Rabbi. If we all work together, we'll soon have latkes for everyone. Deep in the forest, Old Bear slumbered in his den. His stomach was full of potato latkes. The warm woolen scarf was wrapped snugly around his neck. Pleasant dreams, Old Bear, and happy Hanukkah. The end.